What is up, Total Excellence dudes? Tonight we will be coloring Moon Knights. So, dudes, I was on a tough spot of coloring this week, dudes, because one, this week was Image Comics' 30th anniversary, and I saw Brett Boots' homage to Youngblood, and I'm like, holy crap, this looks great. And then there was Prophet, and now Brett Booth is going to do a homage cover of Spawn issue 1. So I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many awesome stuff. But Twitter blew up with the reveal of the trailer for Moon Knight Disney Plus. So, it, it was tough, dudes. It was tough, but Moon Knight pretty much won. So let's see what our chat is saying. We got the Cavalry Collective making sure to drop a sexy like for you, brother. Moon Knight is freaking dope. Can't wait to check this out. Thank you so much, Paul Tucker, aka Sunchild. His first released book. I'm gonna enlarge myself for one moment. Sunchild, dudes, awesome book, written by Paul Tucker, aka the Cavalry Collective, and are done by Nicholas Mueller for the Demon Hunter Raven series. We got Mrs. H saying first Apu, second. Mrs. H is second, but don't worry, Mrs. H. You are the total G. Thanks for always being a regular in this channel, and so is everybody else that will be joining in soon and also on the replays. So I'm going to disappear, and you're going to hear my nonsense of anything that comes to the top of my head. So in 3, 2, 1, boom. And we got Neo Star Productions in the house. Sunchild, baby. You're the first in all of our hearts, my friend. Most definitely, Mrs. H. All right, so let me switch here. All right, cools. So what I like recently, dude, I got Photoshop. Well, actually, Adobe itself. So I got all access to the programs. So first thing I want to do for the background, right? Kind of like want to give it like this purple tone color. So we're gonna play around with that a bit, just to give the night shading. Okay, there's that. Okay, not bad, but we could do better. How is this purple? Okay, this color has potential. No, actually, this one does. Sorry, I'm like flashing colors at you guys. It's like, it's the life of a colorist, because basically Moon Knight is all white. So there's not really much for me to do. I mean, basically it's already been done. So I really like this dark blue. Yeah, it's like a dark blue, and we could really play around with that. Maybe if we can darken it a little bit more. But yeah, dudes, thank you guys so much for coming by the stream. Have an excellent time with me, and I cannot wait what you guys will say in the chat, just to make it much more excellent. All right, dudes, so that's been darkened up. So that is my background color, okay? And now we're just gonna, do flats, which is, the bare bones of all things to do. So the art is done by Viken Marine. Hopefully I said it right. I believe I said it wrong. So if you're watching this, let me know in the chat or tweet about it. Because we do have a few comic celebrities like Aubrey Sitterson that popped up. That was wild. That was a highlight for 2021. Oh yeah, look at that. We are already getting close to Moon Knight, dudes. Look at that. I'm pretty satisfied with this color. Okay, I don't know what is it. Is it part of his cape? It looks like it's part of his cape, but it's not. So pretty happy how this is turning out so far. Okay. Oh, no wonder there's an incomplete line. So I know it's very odd that Yeah, freaking Clip Studio is bugging out. They don't like those incomplete lines, apparently. But yeah, dudes, I got like Adobe Photoshop. Well, I got Adobe period, so I have all access to their apps. And, I'm pretty excited. I'm happy that I completed the Flock issue 4. I'm pretty excited for the shorts that's going to be done by Paul. And, issue 5, there's going to be huge shifts with the art style guys. And, for you guys that are patrons, and, I know for a fact Neo and Mrs. H are patrons for the Flock comic. You know, you guys have seen a shift for Gino's art style, and it looks so awesome. And I just cannot wait to color it, man. But Paul got first dibs on it, so I'm feeling kind of jelly, feeling kind of jelly, but that's all good, I get to color the main series, so I'm pretty excited for the shorts, as well as issue 5. Issue 5 is it's gonna be big. I was in talks with Scott recently. I wish he could have made a tease on Twitter, but I talked with Scott this afternoon, like around 3 o'clock, 3:10 to be exact. And I was on the phone with Scott, and he told me about this new villain that's going to appear in issue 5. I won't say what the villain is, but me and him were brainstorming ideas of this villain, and I'm pretty excited for this villain. It sounds like a legitimate character that fits within the mold of the Flock series. And funny enough, the villain that he was speaking about, it pretty much matches with my idea of the villain too. I had an idea of a villain exactly how he said it. So it's pretty wild, bonkers. Let me see. So let's go and get this bad boy here colored up. Oh, you know what? I even had another comic celeb, and his name was Kevin Keane. I had no idea Kevin Keane was part of the art team for Gunslinger Spawn. So that was another one. He left an awesome comment, and that's pretty much one of the highlights in 2021. And you guys got the privilege, if you guys look back on it. He left an awesome comment that really, that comment pushed me. But what really pushed me more was you guys have watched my content, seen me grow, and the mere fact that you guys shared it, and watching me too, which is bonkers. It's like I'm not at this level now that I am. Like this was like my development stage when I started doing these coloring streams. And, because of that, you guys entrusted me and paid your hard-earned money, and you know gave me an opportunity to add in my portfolio. Say, hey, you know what? I want to give this dude a chance, and you guys did. So thank you guys for making my 2021 awesome by having me doing coloring commissions, even doing art. Mrs. H just pushed me to the test. I honestly I went above and beyond to even do like I never done background. So hopefully, Mrs. H, if you're satisfied with the backgrounds of what I did for Captain Orange, you know, I did a poster for Mrs. H, who's in the chat for Captain Orange. You guys should check it out. I wish I remember what the website of the comic is, but it's a fun comic for all ages, dudes. I kind of colored this other dude as well. I know there's certain stuff with this dude over here. I forgot what this dude's name is. I even did my homework before I even did this. All right, let me check on the chat, dudes. Neostar Productions. Okay, he's doing his usual introduction. The brilliant star that shines through the night. The heavy hatchet that chops down crime. Rise Man stands before you. Awesome, awesome. Okay, we got a squee from Mrs. H. Ichthus got Adobe. That should make for spicy fan art. No, no, no. We're trying to keep this PG. Oh, that reminds me. I need to send Mrs. H something. Oh, shoot. Okay. See, I'm glad Aubrey has been good to you, Ichthus. Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, like any of the mainstream dudes, they've been nice to me. Because, I believe that's how it is. You got to be nice with others and just not bring people down. See, I have super old Adobe. What? How old are we talking, Mrs. H? Like early 2000s Adobe? Because I can relate to you. I can relate to you, Mrs. H. See, I was making a joke at this. You said you got Adobe, and I referenced Adobe Kroger from Myth. Oh, okay. I'm not well aware of Adobe Kroger. Let's see. I love it. Those mushrooms were rad. Yeah, no, I had a blast drawing the mushrooms and trying to play around with the trees as well. So there was a lot of experimental with doing backgrounds. CS4. Oh God! Wow. Not even CS5. CS4. CS5 for sure. I'm well aware of that one. I mean, we all know the wand tool was just utter garbage. I'll say that. The wand tool is utter garbage. I'm just so happy. I think maybe one of the updates in Adobe 5 or maybe even the 6 that they finally got this stupid wand to work cuz it was so aggravating, man. It's like what's the whole point of this thing? What's so magical about it except just, picking stuff randomly that you really did not select it for. Hey, if it works, it works. You know what? Now you just reminded me, Mrs. H. There's actually a website that I kid you not, it is like literally a carbon copy of modern of the like present day Adobe Photoshop, except it's free and it's being like I'm not even joking. Like all the tools and all these shortcuts, they're all theirs. If you're familiar with Photoshop, you'll be very familiar with the keyboard shortcuts, and it's absolutely free. It's only getting paid by ads. I don't know how or why, but it's exact carbon copy of like the Photoshop inventory. Like I'll look into it, and I'll definitely will send you a link on your way, Mrs. H, because I know you're a creator, and I will definitely will send it over to those as well that are creators that are doing art as well. And Photoshop is the membership is stupid expensive. I'll say that much, unless you get it for Black Friday or Cyber Sunday, which is the only time they'll actually like have it affordable. But yeah, I'll send you a link your way, Mrs. H. Once I'm done streaming. Because I'm just telling you, I don't know how it's not illegal. I don't know how Adobe's not even doing any what is it, any legal actions to shut this down. But uh, yeah, I'm telling you, like it's such a carbon copy of it. Is like this dude programmed it, and like the guy's making millions off of ads alone. That's and I'm happy for that dude because you know he's making money off of something that he basically programmed and work exactly like Adobe Photoshop. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, so we're pretty getting gosh darn close to finishing up. Let me close this out. that. What else? Oh, I was gonna check if time lapse. Yes, thank God. Those are one of the things I tend to forget, dudes. I forget to like put on the time lapse on. So, you know, it happens. So same here, Mrs. H. I use the same Photoshop from back in the high school. Oh man, you too, Neo? Dang man. I don't know how you got these hookups with CS4 dudes. But I'll definitely hook you guys up with the other program since I know Neo does his own concepts to send over to his artists. Oh man. Just took a moment to drink my water. All right, dudes. So, you know what else will be dope is if I just highlight V. Ken Marino's signature. I think we'll color it yellow, right? No, what? We'll color it red so it catches the eye. Keep V red, and then we'll color this orange, I guess. I'm not digging the orange though. That's fine. Oh god, it's like so sloppy. Ew. God, no. That's a huge no on my end. I do not accept this color. Okay, how's this orange? God, no. How about this yellow? Okay, so basically, I'm just gonna clean up all this mess here. I'm gonna use this tool here just to like clean everything up because it's a freaking mess. All right, let's delete that. Let's do orange because orange still is a warm color. You know, there's a wild fact that people who have blue and brown eyes, they see differently in colors. Like I just recently found that out on one of these YouTube shorts. This chick named JS. So I've been getting like wrecked with these recommendations from this YouTuber. I think she's famous on TikTok actually, and she just moved her content over to YouTube. And she says that there's a fact that scientists, I believe it's scientists, that they studied that people with blue eyes and brown eyes, like people who have blue eyes, um, something in their eye. I wish I'm that cool to even remember the little details, but basically, for people that have blue eyes, it's harder for them to endure like the brightness of the lights, like like the sunlight. So they're not really used to that. But with people like with brown eyes, they're fine with the brightness and bright colors. Now though, there is a what was it? There is an advantage of people with blue eyes than the people with brown eyes. Now, when it comes to nighttime, people with blue eyes they have a better they have a better eyesight of like seeing from the dark compared to people with brown eyes. So with people with brown eyes, the at night it looks more darker compared to people with blue eyes because within the pigments of their eyes they can actually see what's at night, visually and grasping it. So I don't know. I felt like it was a cool fact. So now what we're gonna do, I kind of want to. Oh man, there's some parts here. Look how perfect. I mean, this artist V dude here, his lines are pretty tight. So I mean, oh god, I did not mean to do that. But yeah, this dude's line work is pretty solid, and it's not a lot of work because I just need to color this dude with one color, and that's it. So I don't know. I'm pretty happy from the flats I had it before. We're gonna play. Stay hydrated, Ichthus. Ichthus, does it get exhausting being God's gift to comic coloring? Oh my goodness, Paul, you sir are hilarious. Is it exhausting being God's gift to comic coloring? I don't know. You know, I honestly don't know. I think that's one of those many questions that I gotta ask the big guy himself once I see him, or his son, whichever one comes first. Actually, the son comes first. Now that I realize it, yeah, yeah. So I'll ask Jesus first. Um, but yeah, dude, I don't know. I gotta ask you the same thing, Paul. Like, does it get exhausting being God's gift to being a writer, a comic book writer? Does anybody in the chat? Is it gets exhausting? Like, I'm gonna steal your freaking compliment, Paul, because Paul here, dudes, like this guy. It doesn't even matter if you give him the best compliment in the world, like a Hallmark card kind of compliment. This dude does it 10 times better. Like, gets you like I don't know, like a limousine of a compliments. So yeah, Paul is awesome. I summoned the blue eyes white dragon. Okay, Neo. Now you're just going off on a tangent. We got BMR Comics in the house, aka Nicholas Mueller. How excited is everyone for Moon Knight? Yeah, man. Like when I saw the trailer for Moon Knight, I'm like, holy cow! It's like I cannot believe we're having a Moon Knight series. Because this character's not really PG. Not even PG-13. This dude is hardcore R. It's like this is like Marvel's version of Batman, and but he don't he's not scared to kill. And pretty much Peacemaker has let every DC fan know about it. Apparently, I even saw it in a clip on Twitter. I believe it was Claylax. Yeah, it was Claylax that shared the clip. He hates the Batman comments or like just superheroes why they don't kill type of code. It was funny. I mean, it's true, man. I mean, freaking Batman lets all these criminals like I just it's another topic for another time. Who knows? Maybe there'll be one stream that if I find a good Batman art or persuaded to, we might even talk about it later on down the road. But this is not it. This is Moon Knight. Okay, let's do some highlights too, since it's gonna be a nighttime. So we're gonna play some games here. So for sure, we got to make sure we color our pyramids. To this day, I don't know how the heck did these Egyptians even like build the pyramids. Nobody even knows to this day how these pyramids even been built. But of course, they have no problem saying these two simple words. Actually, one word: aliens. Repeat after me, dudes, in the chat. Aliens. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Apparently, their technology is way advanced compared to ours. They say the pyramid is exactly set to the center of the earth. I don't know how they did it, but they damn well know they don't have maps. All right, that is too bright for the pyramids. There you go. That looks appropriate for a nighttime scene for the pyramids. Let's recolor his foot again. But yeah, dudes, it's just wild to me. First off, this dude has multiple personalities. That's one. Okay, that's one. Two, he got these Egyptian gods, right? That he just goes and travels like three different worlds. I mean, he doesn't even know where the heck he is. So, and yeah, they're really going down in on this newer, I believe, is a newer version of Moon Knight. That they're going down deep with that one. And basically, his origin story is still the same. Okay. All right, let's see. Sorry, dudes. I'm just nitpicking at this point. I'll make sure to start doing what I do best and actually start doing some shadow work. So now that we got that done, let's add some shadows to this piece here. So all these thrashes. Gonna do that. How's that look? Oh yeah, that looks fantastic. I'm pretty happy how this looks. I don't know why I sound like I'm singing, but apparently I am when I get excited now. Also, dudes, this is another exclusive for you dudes that I truly appreciate, and those that are watching the replay. I set up an interview for Brainy Pixel Studios. Yeah, I've set up an interview with Brainy Pixel. If you guys may or may not know, is an animated studio, and they've developed a hit anime series. It's Christian, and it's like these cube characters. I wish I remember what it is, but they have this super awesome comic called Chronicles of Faith. This for the story of David, and holy cow, dudes! I mean, I shared it on Twitter, showing case like one the art. Okay, this is issue 0, so it gives you the gist of what your expectation is for issue 1 in the series. Period. Um, like the art is gorgeous. Okay, the art is gorgeous. I love the colors, and with me, I'm very picky whenever it comes to coloring. But the colors are spot on, and it really complements the art. Um, what else? Yeah, oh my gosh, I did not even get to the part with the lettering, dudes. I'm the type of person that lettering is one of those jobs that a lot of people just brush it off and really don't notice. And lettering is hard. Honestly, lettering is hard, depending on like if it complements the comic, the scene, and even the words. Period, and sound effects. And like the lettering for this book is fantastic. I mean, I like the pacing for this comic is so good. Like it invites you into David's world, and you know, and he talks to his son. Let me see. I'm trying to remember because I suck at remembering names. I believe his son is Samuel. Correct me, guys, if if I am being uh, biblically wrong at this point. Which I'll be humble and say thank you for correcting me. But yeah, it's so good. So I booked an interview with Brainy Pixel and talking about Chronicles of Faith of David for issue 2. So I'm definitely gonna make sure I'll back that bad boy, and get this get to the catch up. Was it catch up tier? I don't know how the heck it got under my radar, but it did. Let's go and let me go and make sure I get all of this bad boys here. So now that I got my shadows here, let's actually do 2 layers, shadow and shadow brush. Okay, I got all my caps on, so that's another thing I like to do, dudes. I like to have all caps on whenever I do my detailing for, excuse me, dudes, doing like layering and all this stuff. So I keep in mind like what the heck, what the heck is this? Just to keep it organized because I'm kind of a perfectionist. All right, so do this right. My only fear now that I have this bluish color is like it's kind of gonna blend. Yeah, it's gonna blend in with the background. So what I'll do here is get this color here right, and let me undo that really quick. And what I'm gonna do is change the background. Oh, that's funny. It's not gonna let me change it because of the art. So there we go. So I think now we should have no problem with doing the art pieces here. So what I'm going to do is select the flat, right? What I'm going to do is delete the brush layer and then kind of select blue again, or this bluish grayish look. Okay, I think I'm pretty satisfied with this blue here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to airbrush it, right? It's kind of like with the more darker ones, like we're going to add some here. Just do some light touches, nothing too exaggerated. Just letting you as the audience know, like, hey, look, there's some shadowing going on at this piece. Just to separate his super long draped cape, right? I might even like undo it for a bit, so that way, let's actually delete it. And just light touches here, just very light touches. I don't want to go too crazy with it. going to darken the leg here, right? Light touches here and there. Nothing too crazy. Kind of want to undo this sphere here. Okay, I'm pressing the wrong stuff. There we go. All right. So back to highlighting the shadows. Go. Then we're going to darken his foot here. Going to rotate it. Give it some depth. And then still going to play around with the cape more. That's the thing that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Just going to drape over his cape a bit. Because there's some parts where it's super wrinkly because, you know, everything is bending. And then there's some parts of the cape where it's not bending that much. What I want to do here is copy and paste that blue. Okay, now I want to darken that blue close to purple, but not the same purple as the background, you know? So I'm going to do that. So there you go. It kind of gives that depth look to it. Just complements. Ooh, I gotta undo that other one of his moon batarangs. His non-batarang his non-batarang boomerangs. What would they even be called? Moonerangs? Moonerangs, there you go. Call them moonerangs, or who knows, we'll call them bananarangs. Because they may look like moon, but it's really a banana. That's what it really is. It's a freaking banana. See, we got Gabriel Perez in the chat. Total excellence. Doom Guy here. What's up, Gabriel Perez, or Doom Guy, however you want to be pronounced. Let me see. Egyptian god of the moon, no less. Let me see. Moon Knight has had a few animated appearances in the last few years. Yeah, I remember him on The Amazing Spider-Man. I think it is, right? Is Amazing Spider-Man's when he appeared, or was it the X-Men? I think I've seen Brainy Pixel a few times. Let's see. You've seen him, Neo. Brandon from Brainy Pixel helped me write DHR Volume 3. Yeah, I was going to ask you, Nicholas. I was going to ask you which team member was it in Brainy Pixel that helped you out with writing. Because it really helped out a lot. And, dude, freaking writing and the pacing for the book, like, it really was. And mind you, it was 20 pages, so man, I could not even imagine how the creative team must have, trying to fit 20 pages into issue 0 just for the audience to get a good grasp of it. Indeed, I've had to letter my own picks years back. Not easy. Oh, okay. As the BMR Comics says, they haven't actually released the whole thing yet. It's a bit confusing, but they are releasing everything on this campaign. Oh, okay. So you're speaking about um, the Chronicles of Faith of David issues 1 through 2. Okay, so they haven't released issue 1. It's just issue 2 that they're releasing for the first time. Okay. And see, Gabriel Perez is asking me, did you finally see Spider-Man No Way Home? I have no way of finding time. I did, however, found time to watch Deadpool. And once I saw the year that movie released, I'm like, my God, man, it took me 4 years to finally watch this movie. So, dudes, I'm sorry. I have not seen Deadpool since its first release or on DVD or whatever. I finally got to watch Deadpool on Hulu. So, yeah, fight me. I'm not very big on movies. I'm not very big on superhero movies, believe it or not. I kind of lost my touch of superhero movies for I don't know when, like maybe the late 2000s. I think once I'm done with the Sam Raimi Spider-Man stuff is when I stop watching superhero movies. Period. I did watch Daredevil with Brandon Fraser's. Yeah, is it Brandon Fraser? I could be wrong. I just seen Daredevil. I've seen all the early 2000s superhero flicks, but I think the only one that went under my radar from watching was the Fantastic Four. That was the only movie I have not seen. I saw the second one in the Fox channel, and it was pretty interesting. Rough around the edges, but that's fine. You know, that's fine, I guess. So no, I have not seen Spider-Man No Way Home, Gabriel Perez, or Doom Guy, or Doom Moog. What is up, Salazar Art Nation, dude? Thanks for coming by the stream. I haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home either. And I haven't seen Deadpool at all. Well, now you know, Salazar. You can watch it on Hulu if you have that streaming service. I believe the Moon Knight appeared at least once in both of the recent Spider-Man cartoons and the last Avengers cartoons. Really? The recent Spider-Man? Which one though? Because I know what was so confusing with the Spider-Man, like the recent ones in the cartoons, that they released 2 versions of it, and I am like, what the heck is going on? Like, you got one with Drake Bell. The one that really got me, like, blew my mind was that they had Drake Bell voice Spider-Man, and I'm like, that makes so much sense. Like, I felt like it fit Drake Bell so well, especially him. If you guys were not, I think most of the majority of you guys, I even saw my the algorithm that people that watch my content are people that are 24 years of age and older. So you guys most likely or may have not seen Drake and Josh. But in that sitcom, it's very quirky and early 2000s sitcom, but it's so freaking good. It's so gosh darn good. It's like, how do you not love Drake and Josh? Even though he played as the cool guy, he wasn't really that cool. He was kind of, dumb. And you have Josh, who's a smart guy, but he has his moments when he was pretty dumb in his decision making. But it's all good, man. It's all good. Without them having their moments, I mean, we would not watch an episode, right? There would not be an episode of Drake and Josh. You might be asking, what are my thoughts of Deadpool? It was really hilarious. you know, I mean, it wasn't like, how can I say? I guess with my sense of humor has changed so much. Is like maybe around that time I might have died laughing because of if I watched in the theater, since everyone is having the same experience, and having the movie theater experience, like you're sharing a moment with everyone in the seating area. But I don't know. I mean, there were some good ones. There's some good jokes that you got to see in the trailer and in the movie. I don't know. I guess maybe the jokes didn't age that well. Maybe it's another thing too, but I don't know. It wasn't that crazy funny to me. Hopefully, it don't seem controversial. But I mean, there were some funny parts, and then the whole thing's it shifted its tone. So that's the thing that I appreciated. And for a movie that's an hour and 49 minutes, which is unheard of for movies this day and age, an hour and 49 minute movie, and not even 2 hours. It's literally an hour. And just to cram in everything from Deadpool's origin story and yeah, like cramming in Deadpool's origin story and how he got where he is at now. It's pretty bonkers. But yeah, dudes. Forgive me for my radio silence. I'm just trying to get this piece done. And what I'm going to do next is pretty much start going back flatting. I'm going to go flatting Only Death Can Save Us, Volume 2. I think was good as the artist Russ, who's the artist writer for the book. He pretty much already did half of the coloring, so I'm basically just trying to finish up half of the other book, and I believe it's 60 pages. So I'm going to be busy for a while until I'll have work again with the Flock series. So yeah, dudes, the boy's gonna be busy, but I'll definitely I'll definitely still accept like some commissions like pinups. Pinups, that's fine. I'm good with pinups. Like this is a pinup. I could get this done within a few hours, especially now that it's the weekend. I'll get stuff done. It's just, things like getting the house ready and all this stuff, just getting the house cleaned up, all the grown up exciting stuff of being a grown up. It just meddles within your plans. Awesome. Oh heck yeah. We're giving you depth. We're giving you depth, Mr. Moon Knight, sir. Have I read all the chats? Don't feel too bad, because I haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home either. Okay, cool. So I'm not in the category of I'm not alone in this island. So thank you guys for keeping me company at this island of people who do not watch Spider-Man No Way Home. Drake Bell of Drake and Josh fame. He also played Timmy Turner in live action TV movies. Yeah, dude, I've enjoyed those TV movies, man. So it was yeah, it pretty fits. I mean, it was like I was fine with the first movie. It makes sense, but then when he made like when Butch Hartman was doing sequels to the Timmy Turner live action flicks, I'm like, okay, did we really need these these sequels? I'm just being honest. Like the first movie, okay, you got me, Butch. You got me. You're reminding me I'm growing old. And Drake Bell is, oh my god, I don't even want to know. I wonder if he was in his 30s when he started like doing that flick. I even met Drake Bell actually. I did. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I believe I still have the highlight of me meeting Drake Bell in person in a comic book store called Multiverse Corpse Comics. Is no longer around, which really bummed me because of the whole COVID situation. But it was a really cool comic book store. Literally the only comic book store down here in South Florida where he got to interview top tier comic talents. I'm talking about, let me see if I can freaking remember any of them. They invited Clayton. They invited Dan Mora when he was starting to get hot with the Power Rangers comics. They got Dan Mora. Oh my gosh, what was his writer? He's another hot one that's doing Spawn now, writing the Spawn universe or King Spawn. Oh my gosh, what's this dude's name? But anyways, they're like, oh, they invited Ryan Otley. I believe he was like the last comic book guest or visitor before the Rona happened. So that, but I'm pretty happy with the owner. I got to talk with him. He was a super cool dude. I mean, for most people that go to a comic book store, they'll just look through a comic and maybe the most would be half an hour, okay? Half an hour. I'll give it that. Like you're just in the comic book store half an hour. But when you talk with my dude Tim, this dude like he was so knowledgeable of like pop culture, comics. Dude was a hardcore comic fan. And the mere fact the dude loved Power Rangers, oh my god, it just I was like, oh my god, you're one of my people, type of thing. This dude loves Power Rangers, and I'm like, yes. Oh man, I wish he invited Jason David Frank fan because when that comic of like that standalone comic he did, I think it was Return of the Dragon, I believe was the name of the comic. Like, dude, he would have taken so much advantage. Because trust me, man, like this dude, like there were lines for that store, man. There were lines that I did not even expect. I remember I was in one comic book store. Yeah, Ryan Otley was there for Free Comic Book Day. I remember now. He was there in Free Comic Book Day. And believe it or not, Scotty Young came by. And I don't know how I missed Scotty Young. Again, I was pretty new with the whole comic book thing and learning artists and all this stuff. But apparently Scotty Young came by just to say, hi and to support Ryan Otley when he was doing his signing. So that was pretty dope. God, who else was it? There was another one that came to my head, and now my freaking brain just farted and made me forget. There's another thing with me, dudes. It's like I get so furious. My God, man, this is looking sexy. Sorry, I just zoomed out just to see the progress. My God, man. My God. Lord, forgive me for cussing your name, but my God, this is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, so back to my awesome store and super cool guest that he has on. Oh my gosh, how did I forget? I don't know how freaking like God, I just don't know how. I don't know how the heck he does it. He somehow got Steve Aoki. I'm talking about Steve Aoki, okay? He got Steve Aoki into his store, and that was like news over. I remember it was in the news of our local news, the Miami Herald news thing. Since Steve Aoki had this comic called Neon Light, I believe, or Neon Tokyo, but it's basically a cyberpunk sci-fi world in Tokyo, and he got freaking Stevie Aoki. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. And he told me too that he used to work at over at Canada. So you guys know he was born and raised in Canada, but he's Filipino, and he had this job that he gets paid a lot of freaking money, and he saved up a lot of cash flow. You know what? I gotta look into the podcast he was on because he went really deep into like his life and all this stuff, and even comic book stores one specific comic book store that I won't say because of the whole drama, but there's even one comic book store that would be bad mouthing them and saying things that is not true. And um yeah, it was just bonkers. It's like I was like, no freaking way, like that store was saying crap about you, and it's totally not true because with Tim, he had again best customer service. You're the like literally in the reviews, like everyone says nothing but positivity, and if you see the negative reviews of it, it's totally not true. They just had some guy that maybe worked in their store and literally just talking smack about them. Yeah, man, it's just bonkers. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, let's start coloring this here. Now I'm starting to think like, how the heck am I gonna like? How the heck am I gonna be able to like make sure it's not blending in too much with the background? And I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't blend too much with the background because blue and purple are kind of blue and purple are cooler colors and they're pretty close with each other. Like you could tell like Moon Knight is slowly blending in with the background. So we're gonna see. Moon Knight is starting to look promising. And we got Matthew D. Reese in the house. What? Make him orange. Problem solved. You know what? I am thinking of actually like doing two versions of Moon Knight. Okay, hear me out, dudes. Hear me out. Just to problem solve it. We're gonna make it bloody. We're gonna make him bloody. We'll splatter some red onto his glove, and then we'll splatter some on his cape so he's like in battle, right? So yeah, dudes, we'll do it like that. We'll do two versions of Moon Knight. And he looked like Conquer Lord. I gotta look into that character, Conquered Lord. Deadpool Moon Knight. Yeah, for all the bloody parts, then yeah, Deadpool Moon Knight. It would be a cool mix. Dark, edgy, comedic version of Moon Knight is Deadpool. Deadpool Knight. Let me make sure I'm catching up with all of the chats here that you guys left for me. We got 5 people watching, dudes. Thank you guys for watching and listening in. Let me see. Shift into turbo. Dude, I'll tell you what. Shift into turbo is not really much of a good season, but gosh dang it, man. That intro, that intro song is pretty gosh darn good. That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. See, there's a comic store here that's pretty much a staple of the comics community here. Myth Adventures. Oh, that's dope, dude. Glad you have a store that you can call home. See, the only movie I have seen in the theaters recently is Ghostbusters Afterlife. Before that, it might have been Guardians of the Galaxy or the Ninja Turtles movie. A Ninja Turtles movie? Dude, that was like 2015. Golly, man. I remember watching Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, though. It was so freaking hilarious. I just don't know how they do it. Dead Knight, Moon Pool. A moon pool sounds hilarious. Dead Knight, I don't know. He's kind of dead. I mean, is he? I mean, he's kind of dead. I would consider him already dead. All right, so let's do some cell shading here. We'll do this in the shadow. We'll do that in the shadow layer, and then I'll use a shadow brush just to add that oomph to it. Okay, what? It's not the brush I want. I don't know how the heck I got the droplet brush, but it's not the one I wanted. Clip Studio. You want to be a menace to society? You just just give me a different selection. Oh, there you go. There's one thing that in my flats, it just pooped out his leg. Now it's not poop. It's clean and wiped. See? So it's gonna do that. Just take that out. Just add some depth into it. It's not the layer I want. It's gonna be in the shadows layer. Now we're just gonna put some oomph to it. Darken this bad boy up a bit. Okay. Right now, and then let me see. Just delete the shadow brush here. All right. Just want to give a more clean look to his foot. Just want to blend it in with Just regular flat shadows. Okay, it's too flat. That is too flat. Now we'll just switch it over to the darker one here. My brush tool. There we go. And we'll just airbrush this a bit. Just to give depth to his foot. See that? Just little things like that. It's just gonna make it pop. You see, Moonlight less than Ragman. Who in the world is Ragman? Is this some kind of parody? Ragman? Like, just rags? I know you, sir, are a knowledgeable. Matthew D. Reese is a knowledgeable gentleman. He has an awesome channel that he talks about comics. He had an awesome stream of talking about Fighting American. So I recommend you guys check that out. That was a fun stream that I got to hang out in the chat. Matthew D. Reese, I have heard anyone say shifted to turbo in years. Yeah, man. It's going to be 30 years. I cannot believe Power Rangers is about to be 30 years old next year, guys. God, it breaks my heart. Oh, man. Turbo might not have been great, but I do have a soft spot for it. Power Rangers in Space seemed like the season Turbo was supposed to be. Also, I had a crush on the Pink Ranger of those seasons. Yeah, man, everybody had a crush on the Pink Ranger. Not me, though. The only one that I liked was, oh, man. I think it's Tracy Lynn Cruz from Power Rangers, both in Turbo and in Space. My gosh, man, she was beautiful. Yeah, I believe that's her name, Tracy Lynn Cruz. Check her out, and you guys know exactly what I mean. Let me see. Also, the Power Rangers got to team up with TMNT that season, even if it was the next mutation version of the Turtles. Yeah, dude. Everyone of the cast in Space were so excited for the crossover with the Turtles. And the reason why that happened, and it was so weird too, because when I watched the Netflix, I don't know, I was a kid around 98. I was trying to make sure I catch up with everything when the TV turns on. And it blows my mind seeing the Turtles in space. But now that, I got older, and back then when, Power Rangers, like all the seasons in Power Rangers was on Netflix. Now it's not anymore, heartbreakingly enough. I think you could catch all the season in Amazon. But sure enough, dude, when I looked at the episodes, I believe the TMNT and the Power Rangers crossover, dude, it was like episode 4 or 5. It was very early on, so I'm like, holy crap, dude, like, there was character development around that time. So it's kind of hard to make something look natural, but at the same time, oh frick, I missed the lasso tool. But yeah, so back to what I was saying. It was crazy that it was around the time when, there was character development with Andros and trying to trust the Turbo Rangers. So there was a huge shift with the character development. I wish that they delved more deeper into Andros trying to trust them, since, he's an alien from space, even though to this day the dialogue when he introduced himself in the first episode really, really bothered me to this day. I even told Christopher Kamen Lee about that script, because literally in the friggin' in the script, when he revealed himself in part 2 of the episode, everyone says like, "Oh, like, are you human?" It's like, yeah, they say like he like, "Oh, you're human," and he respond back like he didn't specify he was an alien, but he says Earth isn't the only place that humans live. So that to me bothered me so much. And when people say, "Oh yeah, he's an alien," and I'm like, "No, he's not. He never specified he was an alien. He just specified that humans, okay, humans from Earth, somehow found the technology to get out of Earth and just, I don't know, pillage a random planet and made it its own." I told this to Christopher Keeman Lee, and he tried to say, "Yeah, but an alien is somebody that's outside or an outsider," and yes, but no. It's still like a huge maybe. It's like, "Oh, well, just talk to the writers," and I'm like, how, Chris? How can I talk to the writers? It's been like it's gonna be 20 plus years of the freaking show of his existence. I wish I have those connections, Chris. I wish I do. But yes, but back to sorry for my rambling, but yes, funny enough, the only person that was not excited for the TMNT crossover was the big red guy himself, Andros, aka Christopher Kamen Lee. He was not excited seeing the turtles because one, he's like, because fun fact, dudes, he's a writer as well. He developed a comic. I even got his comic as well. It's called LA. Oh my god, what is it called? LA something. I cannot believe I forgot this dude's comic's name. But you could check it out in his website. LA Crazy Town. That's the name of the book. LA Crazy Town. So easy just to remember now. So yeah, so he wrote his own book that he self-published himself with a buddy of his. LA Crazy Town is at a huge pause, but he's going to be developing other stories as well. And yeah, dudes, he's a writer himself, and I'm surprised. I never even knew this dude likes to write. And him and his writer's perspective, he's like, this does not make sense. Why? And he knows now that the reason why they brought the turtles, well, it's a Bond's version of the turtles over the Power Rangers. One, the ratings of the show was dropping. It wasn't too good. It wasn't that good. And two, they want to bring them on to Power Rangers to boost up the ratings. Like, hey, we exist. Please watch us. So, yeah, that's a thing. So that's why that episode exists, my dudes. For all you Power Rangers fanatics, or those that are not much of a fans, but you got a fun fact behind it. The crossover became a reality because the Turtle Show was dropping within ratings. And it wasn't good. I'll tell you what, man. I got a soft spot for the Turtles, Saban's Turtle series, even though I cannot stand with their sound effects, the wonks and bonks of every time the turtles hit. And of course, they don't use their weapons. Why the heck not, right? What's the whole point of freaking like Leo's super long katanas, Raphael's scythes, and you know Donatello's staff, and Mikey's nunchucks, which is, by the way, in UK, it's illegal having own nunchucks. I know it's wild. Who the freak knows? Except you, if you live in the UK. I wonder if Mr. Pickles is going to come by because he's from the UK. Um, Ah, Ichthys. You've never seen Ragman? I don't know who's Ragman. She was pretty fine too. Oh, you're talking about the Yellow Ranger. Ragman, supernatural avenger of Gotham City. Legit. Okay. They did a crossover between Ace Ventura and The Mask in space. What? Oh my gosh, Neo. I swear, man, you're making me look into stuff after the stream, man. And I'm never going to choose to sleep after all these facts you'll be throwing at me. Matthew D. Reese says human and aliens are not mutually exclusive. So what are you telling me, Matt? What are you telling me, Matt? Because, dude, literally, if you watch part two, like when he reveals himself, the dude legitimately says, like, they were in shock that he looks like a human. They said like, "Oh, you're human," and he responds back saying like, "It's like no, humans aren't the only. Was it humans aren't the only place that Earth? God, was it? Okay, let me slow down because it's just out of frustration because this is my 5-year-old self screaming at the screen right now. It's not Ichthys now. It's 5-year-old me talking because in the script, as the character says, Earth isn't the only place humans live. I repeat, Earth isn't the only place humans live. So that to me bothers the hell out of me. So it's like, so freaking the humans just got their own spaceship and just dilly on through and just, just did it without them even making news or I don't know, making it known. Well, now they made it known that humans can now go to space after the season of In Space is over. Guess what they did after that season? It was another space themed show called Power Rangers Galaxy. And the first episode is literally them escaping Earth and living this beautiful odyssey in this huge spaceship that they have their own sanctuary. Okay, it was basically Halo. I swear, I'm surprised there's no Power Rangers memes of certain episodes because my God, man, like bros, like honestly, Galaxy was basically a live. It's our own version of a um, live action Halo series before the live action Halo series in Apple became a thing. Okay, so you're welcome. This shadow is becoming really good so far. I'm pretty happy how this is looking. Oh God, that's not what I wanted to do. That was too much. All right, so I guess I'll just use the brush tool and do that. There you go. See, I gotta get gone. Latest. All right, Matthew. Thanks for coming by, bud. And then there was only two. So let me catch up with this chat. Galaxy Glider, Hang 10. Dude, the Galaxy Gliders were sick. I was like, please. My 5-year-old self was like, please, let this exist. I want merch for a Galaxy Glider. And I don't know, there wasn't a lot of merchandising going on within space as far as I remember. I mean, I remember the toys, but nothing crazy like book bags and jackets and t-shirts. It was just toys. Nothing too bonkers or crazy, right? So, I was more shocked that Astronema eventually became a Power Ranger in Lost in Space. Yeah, dude, that was crazy, man. Dude, that crossover of In Space and the crossover within Space and Galaxy was bonkers. I'm like, dude, like I got to see Andros again. Okay, Andros is my all-time favorite Red Ranger. Okay, he changed up the atmosphere of what a freaking Red Ranger is. Okay, dudes. And you got In Space and yeah, no, it was pretty heavy stuff, man. It's like the Psycho Rangers return. So I was like, yes, 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 please. God, that was such a huge blessing. That was such a huge blessing for my 6-year-old self. I was so happy. Oh, so freaking happy. See Andros again. But yeah, dudes. What was it? Yeah, so funny enough too, now that I'm starting to remember, I remember watching that episode and for some weird reason when they were starting to do the voice effects for the Psycho Rangers, I don't know what the heck happened, but if you watch the Psycho Rangers, like In Space Psycho Rangers, like they freaking sound terrifying. But now when you watch like the Galaxy, Galaxy and their huge crossover, oh my god, like I don't know what the heck happened to the voice effects because they do not sound like they did not sound like Psycho Rangers. They sound like a bunch of nerds angry at a board game and seeking revenge on those that bullied them in school. So that's exactly what it sounded like with the Psycho Rangers. It's just angry nerds seeking revenge on the jocks or something for messing up their D&D board game nights and throwing TP at their secret hideaway in their mom's basement. And throwing TPs at them. So yeah, the people that did the voice effects were not the same team that did it for In Space. So that's why I remembered I met Patrick David. Fun, I swear, man, that's such a funny name. The dude has like his last name is a first name. So I got to meet Patrick David in Florida SuperCon, same time as Andros. I mean, same time as Christopher Lee. Same time I got to meet Michael Copon, who's the Blue Space Ranger, and I got to meet Jason David Frank as well. So I got to meet 4 Rangers in one freaking convention. I hanged out with mostly Chris, because one, there wasn't a lot of people coming in their table, so I'm not really disturbing anybody except Chris and maybe eating his pizza. So yeah, that could be one thing that I was meddling with Chris, but he was so awesome. I had a great experience, hanging out with Chris. Okay, now let's add some shadows here in the edging, right? Ooh, let me make sure too that I delete the flats here. Bam. Thank you, ma'am. Got some shadows here, right? I forgot the. I don't know how I missed the flat, but I've missed it. That was too much. Oh, what the heck happened? Oh, there we go. All right. What else? You know, I've been neglecting on this dude's freaking size, and I'm neglecting this other dude's freaking eyes. So let's change that. Let me change this dude's eyes really quick, dudes. Make it super bright, right? Let's get this dude's eyes brightened up as well. Okay, and then bam. Super dope. Eyes are glowing. Okay, let's grab these really quick. Okay, and then we're just gonna brighten up his eyes. I wonder if I have any cool brushes where, you know what, we'll use a pencil brush. Bam. And then continue with the airbrush, right? Spraying up his eyes more. Bam. Super bright eyes. Do I have my phone next to me? Yes, I do, because I want to use reference really quick. What to color this dude's staff? Just give me a minute, dudes. Koshu. Was it Khonshu? That's the dude's name, Khonshu? Alright, so his moon staff is gold. Okay, so his staff is gold, so we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna fix that. So we're gonna fix his staff. It's not. There we go. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. And there's the other staff that's right there. Okay, that is orange. That's not yellow, unfortunately. There you go. I think this is a little more appropriate. And we're going to kind of like give it like, the thing is chipped. So we're going to highlight that, all the stuff that's been chipped. It's kind of like, it's kind of faded. See, do that. And then for shadows, I'm thinking of brown. There you go. You see, it kind of gives it. Yeah, so I'm just adding detail to the staff here. I even do a little bit more darker. Just a little bit more darker. Just to give more depth to it, right? Okay, and then we'll even add some red and was it red and bit of between of red and pink for the background. So let's do that right now. I'm pretty satisfied for. Let's do that really quick, dudes. Go. Yeah, so that way, guys don't blend too much with the background. You gotta keep playing around and fiddling with what I'm not supposed to fiddle with. There you go. Yeah, that would be dope. I don't know. Again, this is just all just trying to make him stand out. Let me see. Oh God, the Cycle Rangers were a real game changer. Evil Terminator Power Rangers. For real, man, they were legitimately like alter egos of the evil. They're like Psycho Rangers are literally something the fans wanted, an evil version of the Power Rangers, and we finally got it in space. So that was truly a true fan service. Hell, the Psycho Rangers inspired one of my Riser Man villains. No, Neo, no, you're revealing too much, man. We gotta leave some spoiler warnings, man. This is pure gold stuff that I should not know about this. Oh man, I'd like to meet at least one Power Ranger in my lifetime. No freaking way, Neil. Don't you dare tell me that. You don't get any excuse me, you don't have any conventions over to where you're at? And not a single ranger goes to? Not one? That to me is blasphemy. Dang, man. See, in my experience, the staff usually matches the cape and color, but then I haven't read my copy of Moon Knight yet, so what do I know? You want to avoid anything blending into the background. That's just science. Science. but we'll add some stars and all that cool jazz. So that way, Moon Knight doesn't look too blended in with his background. So yeah, I'm pretty happy how this looks now. Now I gotta blend this dude in. There we go. Add some shadows to this dude here that I cannot pronounce for the life of me. Bam. Oops. Let me fix that. Just delete this. Delete that. Then turn this off. So that way. Okay. Let me just deselect the moon or banana. These banana rings. Oops. Let me do that really quick. Okay. Let me just. It's all about details, dudes. That is very odd. How come I'm. Oh, that's right, because it's selected. I got confused for one moment, but I know why. Okay. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh shoot! Now I remember. Let me actually do it a little bit lighter. We might darken it more here, there. Everything else, we'll just do it light touch. Just a light touch. Yeah, this looks legit. And then we'll do some highlights with his belt here, right? It's really stand out. How about? Okay, so you couldn't really tell unless I did it like that. I mean, literally, all his stuff is freaking white. So it's like, do I really need to add highlights? Especially since it's like in the night scene. I don't know, man. I'm just bonkers today of what I'm really trying to do here. What else? What else? What else? Go. So I'm just playing around with just, you know, doing what I can do best, adding shadows and not so shadows. All that fun stuff. There we go. Now we're just gonna do that. Just adding shadows left and right. Go. We can add some shadows to this end piece right here, since it's pretty much at least the artist when he was doing this piece, kind of giving me an idea where like it's kind of gonna blend in to there. No, I might even go as far as just to make everything on the end here flat. There are little to no conventions where I live. Nobody comes to Decatur, Illinois. What? That's nuts. I would think Illinois will be a hot place for conventions. For some reason, people would rather go to Chicago and sometimes Springfield. Nobody cares about Decatur. Wow. I know, that's wild. Illinois is one of those hot places, especially like places like Chicago Comic Con. That's one big one. See? Okay. Unlock that really quick. Flats. Yeah, it's just little bits of cleanup here and there, guys. But damn, no conventions where you live? That's crazy to me, man. I know, I honestly did not even know we didn't have conventions in my city in South Florida, but apparently we do. We actually have a lot, honestly. I'm surprised. Kind of like the convention thing started booming because I guess, people that live in Florida, like, there's not a lot of conventions going on. I know Florida SuperCon is one that I'm well aware of and I go to most of the time. I know there's one that's, to me, it's new. It's a Super Fan Con. I think there's what is it called? Otaku Fest? I think I was pronouncing it correctly. Hopefully. So. Go. See, it's starting to look promising, dudes. See, even with flat colors, we're doing like flat shading and all that fun stuff. You can get away with a lot of stuff. Okay. Okay. This. Hell yeah. Okay. Do some flats. And what I'm going to do next is create another layer called Highlight Brush. Add some highlights to that bad boy. Okay. Is there anything else? No, there's not. All right. So let's let her rip like a Beyblade. So for the disc, right? Do some light brushes. You know what, let me go back because there's some stuff that's still connected to the gape and press the wrong keyboard shortcut. So now oh shoot, look at that. I missed another one. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, and then go. Yep, that I have no clue that it was there because you know it's so blended in with everything. So itchy. Okay, dudes. I feel like I'm almost done, but not really at the same time. Itchy, itchy, itchy. My head is freaking itchy for an apparent reason. Alright, so let's go. Oh god, no. No, no. That's not what I wanted. Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's okay. Now, let's add more shadows to this bad boy. See, it's pronounced decatur, like this. Oh, that's what the heck it's called, decatur. Well, with a name like that, I would think twice to even do you know, a convention named decatur, since it starts with decay. Nothing is positive with the word decay. That and I have no time and money for travel. Oh man, that's a bummer, Neo. Hope one day you do, dude. Sooner rather than later. Let me see. Okay, so I can do here. Add some shadows here. What's this dude's crotch area? Okay, and then let's highlight here. All right. See, I kind of want his hands to stand out a little bit more. So when you look at him, he's what brightens up his fingertips. Right? Bam. go. I got 2 peeps watching. Thanks for watching, dude. Whoever is watching, I appreciate you listening in to the stream. So, kind of like doing a little bit of detail work here and there. Okay, let's first things first. Okay, and then we'll add some stars. Okay, let me see. I have a splatter tool around here that, there you go, toothbrush. Toothbrush pretty much gives this illusion like, oh, this is nighttime. See, I'm trying to look at, trying to find splatter tool. There you go. Hmm. So weird, I'm not able to find it for some odd reason. Looks so good. Thank you so much, Mrs. H. Thank you. Trying doing my best to make this as best as I can. See, some shadows to this bad boy. Okay. Okay. Jeez Louise, how bonkers this is. Look how it looks just without the line work. Um, let me make sure I even get this part right. I think for now I'm just gonna stick with just simple stuff, just flatting and then chatting. Okay. Okay. Highlight here. Okay. Okay, what else? So let's turn everything off, right? Oh, how funny, accidentally. Okay, so. So, now the highlight brush, what we will do is kind of like brighten his cape up a bit. If I can find the brush tool, there it is. Airbrush, highlight airbrush, right? Oh my god, what is going on? Oh, now I know why it's happening. I forgot to see invert selection, so there you go. Okay, now will look like okay, and then oh, that's weird. So let's do that again. Okay. So let's try doing that highlight brush one more time. Let's brighten up Mr. Moon Knight over here. Okay, that's not doing selections I wanted to do. Okay. Select invert selection. Okay. Selection. Beautiful putting. Thank you, Mrs. H. Didn't know I was tapping it so loud. We got Dale A in the house. What is up, Total Excellence? I am doing excellent, Dale A. How are you doing, dude? Thanks for coming by the stream, Dale. That caught my attention. I think I want to. Uh-oh. Didn't meant to do that. Trying to catch the flats here. Right? And try to deselect his moon rings here. Okay, and then just gonna highlight this dude. Okay. Well, the most important thing I want to do is put shadows, because I just noticed now. It's so funny how you can easily miss it, especially if you look at a piece for so gosh darn long. Just miss the little things. So do that, some of that. Then, let's see, what's... So we're going to be playing around with the curve tool. Damn, look at that, dudes. Okay, and then create another one. Let's see, do I have my notes with me? Because remember... Okay, and then... So hue, saturation, and luminosity. Yeah, so just look at the difference. Such a huge difference. Turn that off really quick and then add more shadows to this piece. Okay. Then, what else can we do? Looks really cool. me, let me add some lighting to the pyramids really quick, dudes, and then I think we'll be considered done. So. Yeah, I think this looks legit, dudes. I think this looks like an official cover. See really quick with my flat colors. Oh. Sorry, dudes. I just find some new things that, I just feel like it's not done. And, I would want to spend hours long and this, but, at some point you gotta let it go. go. There we go. Yeah, I think we're good, dudes. So, dudes, I think we are good. I'm gonna go and switch it up now, and you're gonna see my face again. Let me just fix myself up really quick, dudes. And I'll switch the camera over. So thank you, dudes, so much for watching the stream. You dudes, ooze of excellence as always, guys. Thank you all so much for watching from beginning to end, middle, or almost done halfway through, dudes. And also for those that have watched the replay, you guys have ooze of excellence. Remember, dudes, have an awesome weekend. Remember to stay excellent, dudes. Okay.